What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Mystic Watch, and today we are someone's playing CS:GO, but today we are going over some fan-made art. This is the first time I'm making this video, and I don't think anyone else has made one for Naruto Blazing, so I'd like to do these from now on. And if you guys are interested in making some of these fan arts or fan-made cards, make them, send them to me on Twitter at mystic_watch, or to the links down below, or in my email address, which is officialmysticwatch@gmail.com. So for today's episode, all of these cards were from the subreddit, and then from now on, whenever I get enough submissions or anything like that, I'll make another episode. Not all of them have jutsus on it, but if you guys want to make a complete card, you can simply make this front page and then include like a written thing about what their jutsus and like passives and buddy skill and field skills are. But regardless of that, before starting, I wanted to guys let you know that I'm in the process of trying to prove to Play Asia that it is worth partnering with me. So to do that, I need to show them that I can bring in some sales or anything of that sort. So if you guys happen to buy anything from Play Asia, whether it's like a fidget spinner or a full game, or iTunes cards for JP, or anything like that. So if you manage to do that and you just simply use my link, you don't get a discount, unfortunately, but as long as you use my link, it shows that like I got the sale. I don't know how to explain it. It's like as long as you use my link, I'll get credit for it, and that's all I need to show, that I'm capable of being partnered with. So if you guys do that, really appreciate it. But until then, moving forward. So the first card is Itachi Uchiha, the Rogue Ninja. And this card does not have any field skill or buddy skill or jutsus, but this front page is really cool. So this was made by recodename, who's made a good amount of the card arts on this list, and you'll see them if you just happen to go on the Reddit. You'll see this exact card up there right now. So he has long range. His max stats at level 100 are 1907 health, 1996 strength, and he has 6 dupe abilities. So if you manage to get, it looks like his cost would be like, what would it be? If it was 70, it'd be like, I think it's 70. I can't do math right now. His original cost would be like 70, and if you manage to get all 6 dupes, it'd be 32. So that's what I think. I can't do math. So he has 6 dupe abilities, just like Madara, just like Zabuza and Minato. And each of the dupe abilities, if you can't recognize it from the picture, is the first one is destroy barriers, not ignore. So whenever he hits someone with a barrier, they're completely gone. The only other person to have this, I believe, is it Kirin Sasuke? I'm pretty sure it's Kirin Sasuke. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's Kirin Sasuke, but and he has like his second dupe ability. The next two are, it seems like, increase jutsu ceiling rate or increase immobilization rate, one or the other. And if it's probably jutsu ceiling because it has the the little hand chakra whatever thing, and there's 2 arrows up, so it's probably a stronger version of the the ones that normal people get. So usually we haven't seen a jutsu ceiling rate above 10%, but maybe this one's 20%. So let's say his ceiling rate was 60%, and you managed to get both of these, and it would be 100% ceiling. That's pretty cool. His next one is increase damage multiplier, I believe, by 2. Just gotta double check that. Yeah, adds 2 damage multipliers to both jutsus. So it would simply just strengthen his jutsu's damage. The one after that is boost attack up. This one has 2 arrows, so it could be, for all we know, it could be like because even the ones that are boost attack by 200 only have a single arrow. So maybe this one's like boost attack by like 400 or something stupid like that. All we know, we don't know. It's fun to think about it. And then the last one is the one that Madara has, where you have a 20% chance of consuming no chakra on your ultimate jutsu. So 1 in 5 chance to essentially never use chakra whenever you use your ultimate. And like I said, this was made by recodename. Shout out to him, really cool card art. But there was no other information. So moving forward, we have Madara Uchiha, the vilest name. This one is made by I don't know how to say his name, Samalairbien on Reddit, and this one is really cool. So he does have information on the jutsus, just no field or buddy skill information. So let's go over his stuff. Unfortunately, he is a short range body nuker like every other body unit, but his stats are 18, 20, and 23, 14 for his strength, and he has that 48 cost, so max, so that means his base cost is 96, which is kind of nuts. If you manage to pull him, you got a 96 cost Madara, and that would be the highest cost Madara, or the highest cost character in the game. Because no one starts off above 80 in this game, but if you happen to get him, that's pretty cool. Now his abilities are: the first one, destroy barriers; the second one is attack up; the third one is, what is that, self-heal by 100, or so far it's only been 100, it could be something different. And then the next one I'm pretty sure is a mobilization rate, and the last one is self-heal. So those would be like, every single dupe ability would be completely useful, and they're strong abilities, each of them. So this would be like a character that'd be, you know, good to have a lot of dupes of, especially if his base cost was 96. That's kind of nuts. But now these are the jutsus that he wrote. So the first one is Susanoo Yasuka no Magatama. So those like Yasuka beads that look like the fidget spinners, you know, you just chuck them and then, yeah. 5 chakra, it's 5.3 attack to all enemies in range, 70% chance of slip damage for 3 turns. So a 5.3 multiplier on his normal jutsu would mean that on his normal jutsu, oh, someone subscribed. On his normal jutsu, it means that he'd be doing about like 11,000 or 12,000, more than that, he'd be doing like 12 to 13,000 damage AoE on his normal jutsu for 5 chakra, which is something that you typically see on ultimate jutsus. And then secret is Tengai Shinsei, 10 chakra, 11 times attack to all enemies in range, 60% chance of immobilization for 3 turns and knocks them back. And as a side note, it says inspired by recodename, so the guy who made the first card. And then for his ultimate jutsu, for an 11 times attack, he'd be doing closer to the 30,000 mark for AoE, 60% chance to mobilize for 3 turns. So if they don't die immediately from that ultimate jutsu, you know, they're not gonna be doing anything for the next few turns. But that is Samalairbien. I can't say his name. I'll just like write it out most likely. But moving on to the next card. This is once again by recodename, and this is Shisui's Uchiha Shisui, the teleporter. And this card is like the other ones where it has 6 dupe abilities, so his base cost would be like 55-ish, I think, pretty sure. And this one is like, he even made a little comment saying like, is this too overpowered? Because I mean that's so that art is so cool, but damn. Because if you guys don't know, the only Shisui to exist in this game is absolute garbage. Most like you know, it's like not even debatable. Like worst 6-star in the game. He's got like 7 and 14 chakra damage. Like his 14 chakra ultimate jutsu does like less damage than like people's 4 chakra normal jutsu. So you know, it's pretty dumb. But he has vast range. He has 1806 health, 1862 strength. You know, he can go under 28 cost with max dupes. His first ability is destroy barriers. The next 3 are increase the multipliers by 2, and then you have the next one is the 20% chance to not consume chakra on ultimate jutsu, and then the last one is to make your ultimate jutsu AoE. So it's just like, this would be a character that would like, you'd shove all your dupe stones, your ability stones into him, because this would be like the equivalent of just like if you took like one till Naruto, Madara, and like Minato, and you just kind of put them together, a little mix of Sage Mode Naruto in there, you get this guy. That's what happens. So, and he is a skill unit, plenty of green. But this one's a cool. This one's completely busted. But if this happened, that's kind of funny. So moving on to the next one, also by recodename, Minato Namikaze, Savior of the World. We have cost is 32 with 6 abilities, so he'd be like the 70 cost like before. He is a vast range of a Ken, and just like the Shisui, so it's 1866 health, 1682 strength, and this is the Edo KCM like chakra Kurama chakra mode Minato. So vast range. He's got, is that the, I can't remember what that first one is. Is it ignore perfect dodge or break perfect dodge? Something like that. I'm pretty sure it's like ignore perfect dodge. Then the next two are attack up by a, I mean 2 arrows means a lot. So we're gonna say it's like 200 or 250 each. Oh, voice crack. Like let's just say it's like up by 250 each, right? Because why not? So if you get 2 of those, then it's, you know, you get an extra like 500 attack for vast range. Then the third one is crit chance up, but it's 2 arrows, so maybe this one will actually be useful because crit chance is pretty not useful. Then the next one is the 2 multiplier up on your normal and ultimate jutsu. And then his last one is, that's an ability that I don't think exists yet. Maybe it's recovered chakra on his own, because it's not the chakra recovery with map movement, because that has like a little ninja dude running on it, and it's not the green self heal, so maybe it's self chakra heal because it's blue. That'd be cool if that was it. You know, every turn gets 1 extra chakra. Oh, that'd be busted. Okay, if that exists, that'd be busted. All right, just getting 2 chakra per turn essentially. Or no, it'd be like, because you only get chakra when it's your turn, so he'd be getting chakra every turn, or is it getting an extra chakra when it's your turn? I don't know, but either way, this would be really cool. So this one, the Uchiha, and the first one with the Edo Tensei Itachi were all by recodename. So this is one that I'm actually really like a fan of. So these are the original characters, right? Sasuke Uchiha, Lone Survivor, and Kakashi Hatake, copier of 1000 Techniques. These are the original cards that you know, that came out in the beginning, except he made a mistake here with the Kakashi and made him skill. He should be bravery, but regardless, these were, he says, if they were rebirth cards, and he gave them the title concept Rinitensai, right? So like rebirth for the original 6 stars. And essentially he said the way it would function was like, if you got them to I believe if you got them to max limit break, so if you got both of these characters to 150, you'd have there'd be like an emergency mission for you to get materials to rebirth them, and they would be these new cards. They wouldn't have a limit break, and they'd go to you know, like level 100, and these are their stats. So Sasuke would have almost 3000 attack, and he'd have almost 2700 strength, right? 2669. And then Kakashi would have 2480 and 2206 strength, which, for, you know, these are reasonable stats considering that like you have to max limit break them and then rebirth them with however difficult those materials were to get, and then get them back up all the way. So, you know, they'd be compared to their older, like they're stronger than their level 150 stats, and then on top of that they get completely new jutsus. So, or they might not be completely new jutsus, but just tweaked jutsus. So Sasuke, his jutsu would be for 4 chakra, 3 times attack and skill to all enemies in range, 70% chance of slip damage for 5 turns. So if you guys don't know, I believe his original multiplier is 1.8. So he got like it almost doubled, right? The amount of damage on top of his strength being up. So and he even wrote the damage. It'd be 8,307 damage with pills, AoE, and 70% chance of slip damage for 5 turns. Then his ultimate jutsu would be 8 chakra, boosts attack by 75% to all allies in range for 4 turns, restores 3 chakra. So that one seems kind of funky just because it's lone survivor Sasuke, but he's boosting all of his allies. But I get the concept. He just wants to make them stronger characters. But so he boosts attack by 75% to all enemies in range, which is better than Obito, who only does it for 50% to all enemies in range, all allies in range, and I think it's only for 3 turns, or for 4 turns. I can't remember. And this Sasuke restores 3 chakra to himself. So he'd be able to use his normal jutsu next turn, which would be 14,000 damage after. And then Kakashi's jutsus would be for 5 chakra, it'd be 4 times attack in bravery to all enemies in range, 70% chance of reducing their attack for 5 turns, so it'd be close to 10,000 damage with pills. And the chance of, the attack reduction, like the percentage is a lot higher, and then his multiplier is a lot higher also. So, and his ultimate jutsu would be 10 times attack and bravery to one enemy, 70% chance to immobilize for 2 turns, and removes barriers. So the ultimate got a big buff where instead of just being, just a single target nuke in a sense, it is now a single target Jesus nuke that removes barriers and also immobilizes. So these were like, this was his concept, and this is what I like. So like all the other cards that we went over, they're unique and everything because they're like cool to figure out who's who's coming up and stuff, but it's like these are like more realistic, like we have these cards, so it's like it's cool to see that what these cards could be in the future if they ever get a rebirth. And I believe this one was by the same guy, what is it, Gustavo Pedroso, and this one was just funny. This is all I wanted to show. Kakashi Hatake, fastest way to a girl's heart. That was it. I just wanted to show this because I thought it was funny looking. That's really it. So that's it. And for the final thing, it was a shout out to Kabuki. Kabuki made this art for KCM Naruto. So he didn't make the art. He made this thing. You get what I mean. He didn't physically draw it. He made this design concept for the Naruto, and he was saying that the first 7-star would be really strong because he gave him the 7-star border over here. So you never know, this could be our anniversary character. And that was it. So if you guys enjoyed this episode of fan-made cards, or what could be sure to send your own submissions. And if you guys want to be shown on here, just throw them all at me, and I'll pick and choose. I'll try to get to everyone. I'm not gonna try to like exclude any unless they're like, like not appropriate or something. But until then, see you guys next time.